When I came on campus, I fell in love with the school and the program, and I got to sit in one of the investment classes for the core curriculums for year one and really enjoyed how the professor was challenging the students.
When I was in my interview process, when I was learning about the school, they really emphasized how much society, the combination of business and society, matter for the future. It really resonated with me.
It was a no-brainer for me. It was the only place that I applied, and it's the place that I wanted to go. My leadership skills have substantially improved just by being exposed to this program like I have been.
There's things you learn in class, and you're like, I want to take that back and just see, does that resonate with the folks I work with? Or gives you, or at least for me, a different perspective, I haven't thought of it that way, or I haven't tried something in that manner yet.
I've gotten ideas by being here, and I've been able to bring them to the organization where I work at this time.
The program is very demanding. It's very fast-paced. It's really as close as it gets to the real-world environment. Because in real world, we don't deal with disciplines. We deal with a lot of different aspects that require a very wide range of, tools in our toolkit.
The first year is much more broad. You're in a lot of wide-ranging classes, from everything from operations management to investment management to human resources, and they call it the workforce. And so now I'm in the second year where I feel like it's a much more focused approach to the concepts that you're learning.
We've had two really powerful classes that I really enjoyed. One in my year one class called State and Society, and one this past year I just completed a couple weeks ago called Business Ethics. And both of those really kind of double clicked into our decisions as leaders.
When you look at other schools, it's more about personal career success, personal academic success. Here it's about value, right? It resonates or manifests itself in the mission, teaching the leaders for business and society. Nobody else does that, really. And I think it's extremely important in our very complex world to be able to recognize the value of that and to be able to bring like-minded people together.
Aside from the program and the curriculum itself, it's the other students. It's their backgrounds, it's their experiences, it's those connections that makes all of the difference. That's really a huge addition to the curriculum and the program.
We don't think the same. We don't come from the same places or believe the same things, but we're all united in a common understanding of we want to make business and society work together and make each of those aspects greater than they were before.
These relationships that we're building, it's pretty intensive from the beginning. You're working in residency with people around the clock for 2 weeks once you start, and then you do another week in advance of second year. And so you really get to know who your classmates are, and they become friends.
You learn as much from your classmates, from your cohort, as you do from the professors.
I'm here to get my investment, to get a return, to really build relationships. And for those relationships, for me, are the invaluable part of this program, which you really can't put a price tag on these relationships. And I've already started to see some of those benefits down in the DC area, being networking with alumni down in DC, not just from the MBA program, but from Yale University as a whole.
It's incredible. I can spend time with folks who have accomplished the very zenith of what is possible in their career spaces. And they're willing to give me their time, give me their insight, and help me find the connection points that make sense for me.
As soon as you go into the Yale MBA program, people look at you a little bit different. They know that you're not going to be standing still for very long. And so the company that you work for starts having conversations of where do you want to go next? And other firms are start reaching out, be like, what are you planning to do when you're done with this? I don't have to have graduated 5 years to know that this investment was worth it. I think I knew that within our residency period, the first year. Just the rich connections, the resources available, the openness of, there's something about the mentality and openness of Yale across the board that there is no downside. So it's already paying off.